Hello, Nino.
Hello.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I'm 19 and I go
Uh-huh.
to Manchester Metropolitan University.
Uh-huh.
I recently learnt a new hobby, chess. um, yeah. What else do you want to know?
What is important to you?
Family, friends, pets. Making sure I have a purpose in life. Having interests.
And what scares you?
I have fear of death. And losing someone close to me that I really love.
Do you know why?
Because, well, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen when you're gone, right? It's like the not knowing of it. If I knew that what was going to happen after death, like for 100%, then I wouldn't be as scared. And then losing someone that you love is just, yeah, that's even more scary.
So, what do you think happens when someone dies? What do you believe?
What do I think?
Yeah.
I don't know, I was thinking about it. I was like thinking, is it just pitch black, or is there going to be another, higher dimension, another place where we have like more than the senses that we have and stuff. But I'm open to different interpretations, but I'm not too sure on
What is
how I
your
feel about it.
intuition telling you?
Nothingness.
Nothingness, like
As in just like sleeping forever.
so being in a state of asleep.
Yeah. Not being conscious.
But when you are asleep or you not being conscious, you still have dreams, and in a way you are somewhere else. So how is that then gonna work out?
No, it will be like one of those sleeps where you have no dreams. It's just no thoughts because your brain is shut off. Your brain, when you pass away, your brain is completely shut off. You have no form of, all the energy's gone, everything is gone. How can you create dreams if you're like completely gone?
So I can see you perceive brain as and the body as something quite here and now and not separate, meaning that once your body is done, then everything else is kind of shutting down.
Yeah.
So there is.
You only have so much control. I feel like, I don't know. If something happens to you and you suddenly pass away, you know how people say that the human brain is much more powerful than you think and stuff like that. Well, if you passed away, if you're dead, you're not gonna, there's, unless something else brings you somewhere, some other force or some other power brings you somewhere else to be conscious. You yourself can't make yourself to. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I don't.
Okay, that's interesting. So so you were thinking that there might be something else somewhere else that brings you back
I don't know.
up.
I'm not saying that I think, but I don't know. I'm open to the ideas that there may be.
Yeah, I can believe that. It's seeing dying like something like that can be quite scary. Then, if you think that that's it.
Yeah.
Because if you were thinking that life here is just a part of something bigger, like this is just a part of something that we are part of, but it's just the moment, and then we're gonna go on and proceed something else much greater that we
Yeah.
don't even understand. Isn't it this way of thinking? Does this not resonate with you?
No, but that's like kind of the same thing as like having a faith, isn't it? Like having a faith in a god or something. It puts you at ease and it puts you at comfort. But I'm quite like, what's the word? Not rational, but it's kind of straightforward for me. And I mean, I'm open to ideas, but it just, I don't know, putting faith in something might ease me, but the back of my mind I'll still be thinking, oh, but what if there isn't anything to even have or put in faith for, you know?
Do you think it's important to have faith?
In yourself, yeah. So I don't feel like it's so much need putting faith in other people, but you, first and foremost, have faith in yourself, yeah.
So not putting faith outside of yourself.
I mean, I don't. It depends on the person. It depends how you want to share your faith. If you want to share it with God, you can share it with God. If you want to share it with your partner, or
What is faith?
Faith is a belief, and faith and belief is a bit different. They're both different things. Faith is putting your hope into something, hoping that that thing will give you something or give you an advantage or a favour, I would say. As in, if I put hope into one of my professors that they'll give me a better grade, then that's my hope. Maybe because I have a better relationship with them, or you know.
And what do you base this belief or faith on?
What do you mean?
Like, if you have faith in something or believe in something, be it a person, a belief, where does it come from? What do you base it on?
Trust.
Where is this trust coming from?
From, well, how true they are to you, and how you're exposed to different things that they do and how they are as people, or just the experiences, and then to me it's like you put that much faith into them, that you trust them that much that you can put faith into them. It's just the exposure, as in, you know, if they deceive you, you kind of have faith in them less, I guess, you know. Yeah.
But where does it come, like, where does it, if they didn't do anything yet, let's say, or this didn't happen, or, you know, the hope is probably is put somewhere in the future, so where does it come from? How is it created? How is it created?
Faith or trust?
Yeah, both. Faith, trust, belief.
Well, like I said, exposure, but I can't trust someone the minute I meet them. The moment the first 10 seconds of interaction. Obviously, it depends on the person. Some people trust very easily, but like from my past experience, I don't trust people that easily. I didn't, you know. Yeah.
Why is that? Because you had some experience of some.
Yeah, you have experiences where people just don't stay disloyal or do something that like really makes you think about the whole friendship or something like that, and you kind of make up your mind, and then you don't have to tell them, oh, I don't trust you anymore, but you know.
So it sounds like you based faith and beliefs on past experiences you had, bad or good.
Definitely.
Some other experiences that you had with other people, and then you put them through to another people, or when you meet someone, you kind of are basing it on something that already happened to you with someone else, maybe.
Yeah, isn't that how everyone does it? most
or
people.
just talking about you.
Yeah.
Everyone does it, I guess, in their own way, and the more experiences you get, you could have said that I had so many bad experiences that I never want to
trust anyone ever
else.
Yeah.
But is that a good, like, is that a way to go for you to kind of make your life better?
Well, it keeps you guarded, but then it also pushes people away. It's a bittersweet. So it means you'll never be deceived again, but you'll never let people come that close to you.
So if there are people, or let's say you kind of give someone chance, and let's say if we step out of people, which we say, I always believe that money comes to me, or I always trust that I am supported and only good things happen to me, where this does come from?
Where does it come from?
This belief and faith.
Well, I don't know exactly where it comes from, but you know, you're unhappy about a situation, and you turn this into a happy thing by saying, I believe that this will come to me, and I believe that this will bring me, happiness. You don't think of it from a bad perspective, but you think of it from a good perspective of the good it will bring, and not your bad situation. That makes sense, but I'm not sure how to explain where it comes from. Where it comes from, it's just where it comes from is what place you are in your life. If you wouldn't have faith in, earning more money soon, if you were happy about how much money you were owing, or how much money you have, if that makes sense. Like it does come from a bad situation, but you try and turn it into a positive affirmation instead.
That's interesting. If you are in a place that you feel that you already supported, then you don't even have to kind of make this affirmation. It kind of attracts
already
that anyway.
Attracts you, yeah, because you're in a positive, not in a positive light, but you're already in a stable environment where it will be consistent. You don't even have to, put a bit of effort into it. It's just in the back of your mind and your subconscious.
How is that happening?
What?
This attracting things to you.
Subconsciously
creating things outside of your body.
Subconscious thoughts. You have it in you. People talk about manifesting and like positive affirmations. It's like I saw a video of it. I don't completely remember, but it's like you can't plead for it. You can't, otherwise it's like it's like kind of like a magnet. It will be like a minus and a minus. It will just completely take it off. If you just say in anger, I need this money now and I need it now, it won't come to you. You have to just let it flow, and whenever the time is right, the time is right, and you have to again think of it in a positive mindset. If you're in, you have to make a positive out of a negative, if that makes sense.
So like they say, like if you are in luck, you may attract even more luck. If you are in,
well, this is the thing, like I believe that sometimes being in luck or winning the lottery isn't like it's a coincidence, right? I don't always believe that everything comes from you subconsciously manifesting or believing that something will happen. Sometimes it's just a coincidence, and sometimes 1 in a million it just happens, and that's where I'm torn between those two. Do you know what I mean? Where
sometimes it's coincidence, and sometimes it's the planets, the place, you are in the good place at the right time, at the right place in the right time, and this just happened, but it didn't really, it's not something that you were consciously manifesting necessarily. What don't you, to me it looks like these are the things that we are talking about, the beliefs, the manifestation, is not something that you can sort of measure and touch.
No.
And it's not something that happens in you. and also it's very energetic, so it's almost like you are emanating some sort of frequency specific of lack or not trusting, or things, and then things like this come to you, either being magnetized or demagnetized. The same with people, and the trust and the belief and the faith is very much something that is, like you said, is subconscious. But then again, what is subconscious? Is that you, but you don't have access to it, so you don't understand it. So what is it really? So maybe, just maybe, this is this little thing in you that gets really much bigger when you pass away from this world. What do you think?
I think when it comes to beliefs and faiths and thoughts, I think it's, you know how I said, like, the brain is very powerful and the mind is very powerful. I think it's the brain connected to all your senses and your heart and all your nerves and, you know, all the dendrites and everything. I think it all comes from exposure, experience, trauma, what you see, what you hear, and what you remember and how you view it as well. I don't necessarily think that all of it is from frequencies and, you know, stuff
but
like
what
that.
is, I mean, brain, if you see the brain in the skull, is just a mass of, what is it? Is it muscles, or what is brain? Or is it, brain is a muscle, they say, but
Yeah.
in terms of like physically, is that what is that? Is that a muscle, or is that just a mass of fat?
It's fat and muscle.
It's fat and muscle.
Yes.
Obviously, fat and muscle is all nice and dandy, but this thing, which is brain, has to create some electromagnetic frequencies.
Yeah.
So it is frequencies.
It is frequencies.
It is frequencies, right?
It's the neurons that they call it.
Yes, I mean, we can very well explain what and how it made everything makes, and how everything is connected, the heart, everything. We can, you know, they've cut the human, they said this is connected to this, and because of this that works and everything else. But really,
it's happening inside of the body.
Yes.
So my question is, what I can't really understand is, how do you radiate? I understand that you said you have frequencies inside your body, and this fires it to one organ to another, and
yes,
it's how we move and everything. But how does this frequency generate in the atmosphere, in the air, and how are we actually able? How powerful are we?
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's what the religion, and that's what the mysticism and everything else is based on, because everything we see and can touch, we can do that, but everything really what's happening, how those things work, and then how humans work, and like you said, with the whole experience, you can say that there's so much about it that really are not the body and not the fat and muscle, and which is our brain. Everything else, the spirit, the something, that's what is us. And then what I believe, and that's we've been put on here to have this body, because without the body we wouldn't be able to have all those experiences. So some people now say, which I find quite scary, that life is like a virtual reality where you can like go and play and have so many experiences, because we're now in such a technological age, obviously we kind of progress into. So all of this is really someone made it for us, and we are like, we're thinking we are doing this, but we are not really. It's like this is really scary for me, because that's like another level. Because
made it for us is make what? Make the brain, or we reproduce naturally, and there's evidence of evolution. So what? Do you believe in evolution or not?
Do I believe in evolution?
That humans have evolved.
Yeah, of course.
The world is millions of years old.
I don't necessarily. I mean, not like it's a monkey and then we came from a monkey, but it's definitely there was an evolution. You can see even people 100 years ago were smaller and thinner, and not as tall as now. I don't know how they looked millions of years ago, and I believe there was many races, and also I believe that there was many worlds before us, and then like Atlantis and others, they just diminished, and every time the whole earth just was get up with people, and then on every continent there were different people. So of course at some point it happened like this, with like evolution. But I also believe that there are other races outside of the earth, and they would come here. And I also believe that there are races on a different level of an evolvement. So we are like this, we are very kind of human race is just that, is human. So we are susceptible to pain, we are not very like enduring, we don't live for such a long time, we can only travel up and down, back and forth in 3D, because that's how the earth is. I believe that there is so much more. I don't believe that this is all there it is. They said in the whole cosmos, with so many planets, we don't even know how big cosmos is, and it's still expanding. It's not logically possible that there's only one earth like that.
I know.
Even beyond that, there are another dimensions. So that's why I believe that the earth was put there and happened for this specific, for us, for humans, and that there was another humans, the whole nations and big cities and everything, and then they did something that kind of made them diminished, and now we are, because they were so evolved, and then they, I don't know, maybe made an error, or that they just were so full of themselves or whatever there was, and we are on another kind of type of earth. And I also believe that we come here is like in a game, and not in a game because that doesn't sound right, but you come here and you fall asleep, almost like you forgot everything, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to be here, you wouldn't be able to take part in that if you knew that there was something else. Or you have to be here, you have to forget about everything and then do your part, have experiences, have wonderful life, taste food, everything, have friends, love, hate, everything, develop throughout your life, have faith, have all the feelings, learn, and then go off.
In order to level up, or what do you mean?
Yeah, sometimes it's just being. It's just by being you have your experiences, and you some people, you don't need to do anything more. You just be. By being, it's natural thing that you want to do something and you want to develop yourself. Although some people on earth, they just are here to survive, and that's. And for us, for me, it's difficult to understand, because we can go to nice places, we can experience, we can have nice food or whatever. And some people can have it even more
bigger.
Yeah, bigger. They can really travel around the world. They meet even more people. They really make a difference. And some people are just came here and just sit and never left their village. And they only, I don't know, work on the field. That's an experience as well. They don't do anything, but then I don't know, I haven't really spoken to many people like this. The only experience I have is what I've seen and what I've seen on the movies. I haven't been this person. I haven't really spoken to a really poor person from, I don't know, Taiwan, or not Taiwan, like, I don't know what I said Taiwan, but Thailand or somewhere, like Vietnam or something. Yeah, like this. Taiwan is definitely
underprivileged.
Yeah, Taiwan is definitely not this. But like, I don't know, and some people live like North Korea, which is horrible. Like, it's like a big concentration camp. So we would say, oh, why would someone come here and say, wanted to have experience like this? But still, it's still an experience. It's just not yours. It's theirs. And that's why I think, if someone wants to, they can come many times and have those experiences.
I think you're trying to figure out a purpose as to why we're here.
Yeah.
But going back to where we said it, that someone put us on this earth and only allowed us to, be in 3D and stuff, don't you think that, this might go a little off topic, but don't you think that we're limited from this from a very young age? We don't actually know how much potential we have because of how much we've...
But what do we do with this potential?
You can't do much because there's a lot.
Is that how you feel?
Well,
do you feel
we
like
only
you
have so much power. It depends on the class and depends on wealth.
But really, if you think about it, the only person you're responsible for is who?
Or yourself.
Yes. You cannot be responsible for other people. That if you look at the whole, and you were like, that's what I think often, like, why is this person in this point? Why they don't do something about it? But it's just like this posh, from the comedy, this guy that was saying, this posh person is a homeless person, but why isn't he working? Like, everyone is in their own place where they are. You cannot push someone. You can coach them, or you can maybe show them, but you cannot push them out of somewhere where they don't want to go.
Of course, but what's your point? What are you trying to...
I was saying you were saying that we are powerless. So I'm saying that we are only as... Of course, the environment and how we are, it limits us, and it's harder for us, but it's not achievable. That's what I mean. Have you seen so many, like, rags to riches, or rags to riches to rags to riches to rags to riches many times, back and forth? Like, someone was really working hard, or someone was really determined, or nowadays it's like, you see, I don't know, people on TikTok, like, they started with 1 follower and people were laughing at them, and they were in a small... It's a lot of... And then, or someone else was like, I might think I was really privileged, and my inner critic might say, you don't do much with your life. Like, you could be so much more and you are not. And now I'm struggling because my faith tell me I can do more, but my inner limitations say no. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like you can achieve anything?
No. Not anything.
What is anything for you? Of course, you're not gonna be Queen of Britain or something.
That's anything.
Yeah, but no, something that you would like.
Something that's reachable, yes, if I really tried, but not anything.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No,
though,
anything that you put your mind to it, that you feel you can achieve it.
Yeah, of course.
Like having, I don't know, like having an amazing house, good job, purpose in life.
Of course.
Yeah. These are things. Having 2 houses, maybe. I love houses, so I'm talking. There's something.
That's not anything.
No, okay, that's just words. Anything, okay, that's just words. Anything that your heart, is anything your heart desire. It could be different things. You wouldn't want to be a Queen of England.
Yeah.
So and like that, any of your desires, like if you really want something, you can achieve that.
Yeah. Well, I think yes, but I think that it's still limitless because you keep yourself
limited, limitless.
No, it's limited. Sorry.
Yeah. See, you said it's limitless. That's what your subconscious talking.
No, because we were talking about anything. I meant it's still limited because you have to put yourself kind of in reality of, all right, I'm in this position, I know how much I know, I can only go so far. I say if my aspiration or my end goal was to be the prime minister, right, I can only it's I would say it's kind of far-fetched, if you know what I mean. It's too unrealistic for me in my position. If I was from a wealthy family, a very wealthy family, and I was,
But we cannot talk about prime minister because you wouldn't even want to be a prime minister. Let's talk
how
about.
do you know?
I think you wouldn't. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about you having a big clinic with 20 people working for you.
Yeah, I could do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because this is your path. Prime minister is not your path, so obviously it's not even gonna be like, I don't even want to think if it's achievable or not, because it's not something I want to do. It's like, if you want to do something and you put your mind to it, then yes. But obviously then also it could be
But there's a limit to it. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But because you got hung up on the word everything is possible. Anything and everything in your own kind of field of possibilities, and that not the ones that you don't want. It's not like you cannot become a mermaid, because you don't want that, and it's just not something in your field. Is the things for you, what you love, because really
I understand.
The underlying vibration of everything is love. Everything works better on love. Everything comes from love and ends with love, and the love in between. And really, if you think about it, why do you want to have all of this or be all of this? Because you want to give love to yourself, you want to receive love if possible, but more than that, you want to give love to other people.
Very true.
And on this positive note, we finish this. Thank you very much, and I speak to you soon.
Bye.